I saw that there was a movie made about Chappaquiddick, about Edward Kennedy.
I'm a little bit familiar, but let me just reconvey what it's about. He was Ted Kennedy, the youngest brother, was driving in the 60s, late 69 or something, with his girlfriend, and then got into a car crash and she died or something.
Yes, and actually it wasn't even his girlfriend. See, this is interesting that you would think that. And that is, and I think it's going to make my point very well. So here is Ted Kennedy under lots of different pressures. His brother has been assassinated a year prior, and now he thinks that he's carrying the torch of the, and so forth, and he's maybe not ready, whatever, and he goes to and I haven't seen the movie, but I'm familiar with the story, and Ted goes to a reunion of the people who worked on his brother's campaign. See the weight of this. So these are all people who volunteered and everything, and of course they're sad and all of these things, and it's in Chappaquiddick Island, and he drinks,
which is where, somewhere in the Northeast? Or?
It's in Martha's Vineyard, in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And so, basically, he drinks a lot. Everybody is sad. I mean, this is the campaign. And
he must have been, what, in his 20s? No, he's older, 30s.
Yeah,
okay.
And he was a senator at the time. But, the thing is, it is a sad occasion. This is not like they're not having a party. It's the people getting it together, talking about how it would have been so great if Robert Kennedy wasn't assassinated. These are all campaign workers who worked on his campaign. So anyway, after a lot of this stuff, he's giving a ride to this woman, this young woman who used to work on the campaign of Robert Kennedy. She wasn't a girlfriend or anything. Without a doubt, there was some liaison there, and they went off the bridge. It's the rickety bridge, and it took him 9 hours to tell somebody that she was still in the car. And he said, God knows what happened, but he looked out for himself, and he did not face the truth. Now the point is,
So she died, obviously.
She died.
Where she could have been saved.
She could have been saved.
That is horrible.
It is horrible.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah. That is horrible.
She could have been saved. Maybe not by him, because I think any human would try a few times, but obviously the car is on its side, in the water, all of this. But had he faced the truth, just imagine what would have happened. The woman would have been saved, because they would have come and saved her, perhaps. Even if she wasn't saved, he would be in a different place. Then he tried to cover it up. Then he tried to do this, and he ruined his whole political career. Now, he tried later on with all kinds of different social agenda to remake his career, and I appreciate that he worked really hard for various things like healthcare, etc. But the truth, the bottom line of it is how not facing the truth, such a simple thing, can destroy so many things. Just like the example of your Titanic captain, etc., etc. But you see, that is not unnatural. And this is the tough thing. After all the years of living in this world, I think one has to come to one conclusion. This is part of us.
Lying.
The capacity to lie. The capacity for self-preservation. The capacity to say all of these is just very much part of you. And what you have to do is you have to fight it and negate it and destroy it and look for the truth. That is the whole game.